Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to the Thaumaturge. And in the last episode, guys, Wiktor was having a very interesting time here at the big social gathering at the Imperial Hotel. He started off by getting into a big fight with some folks outside in the courtyard, determined that there was a salutor here that he wanted to hunt, and then, near the end of the episode, we found that he actually has some competition because Madame Samira, who's apparently going to lead this seance, is a Thaumaturge herself, and she's trying to beat us to the punch. So, very curious to see what's going to happen here. Now, we need to find Svetlana in her apartment and find the person with the flaw that the wild salutor is seeking. Let's go ahead and chat with everyone else before we do that, though. Let's chat with Samira.
Shuski, don't play with me.
Whose soul are you summoning tonight, dear madame?
I only know which one I'd prefer to banish. Shoo!
Maybe my dead father's. If you manage that, it would spare me a lot of trouble.
Now we'll never know.
Do you know the hostess well?
Will you leave me alone if I say I don't?
No.
Svetlana Petrovna invited me, and I am doing my best to meet her expectations. Let's keep out of one another's way.
Until we have to.
I saw one of your posters. You look different in it.
Really, the illustration doesn't reflect reality.
How should I take that? No one warned me that I should get in costume for the party.
I beg your pardon.
I'm just noting that you stand out among these boring guests.
Impudent.
Just a bit uncouth, I'd say.
And they are sparring.
I'll disappear. For now.
Sometimes it's good to let things go and leave other people in peace. For your own benefit.
Ooh.
I think I'll take up this gauntlet.
Yeah, don't take it as a threat. Not yet. What does our sister have to say about the proceedings so far?
Here you are.
Gentlemen, meet my brother.
Wiktor Szulski.
The last Szulski to wear trousers. You don't know that. Miss Ligia could yet produce an heir to the fortune.
Maybe even with me, if she doesn't tell my wife.
But let's talk like men. You intend to take over your father's company, correct?
And you must be the Monopoly guy.
Gentlemen, my sister knows what she's doing. Across the world, women rule over entire societies, like Great Britain. Do you remember Queen Victoria?
I suppose it's true what they say about you.
Yes? What's that?
You've lost your mind.
Good lord.
Thank you. I've worked long and hard at that.
Good luck with your business, miss.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Have I crossed the line?
Nonsense. You know, thank you for believing in me, especially in front of other people. It means a lot. Any progress with Svetlana?
Okay, that's good. We made up some ground considering the fact we got into a fight and other shenanigans here at this gathering.
I've taken a long, deep look at Samira. She's no medium. Samira is a Thaumaturge on the hunt.
On the hunt?
Madame has spotted a salutor that's attached to one of the guests.
What kind of salutor?
Remember those fairy tales Mother used to read us? And the legend of the golden snake?
Yes, Veles.
Yes. I'm glad you're here.
Are you also hunting for him?
I admit I like to have him. I haven't made up my mind.
Be careful.
I am. That's why I haven't made up my mind.
Okay, his name is Veles, the Slavic lord of the underworld, the god of wealth and a schemer. Perfect conditions, yeah, for sure. The creme de la creme is here.
Unfortunately, Svetlana doesn't want to breathe a word of it.
I'm sure she doesn't trust you. In company like this, that speaks well of her.
Why the cold shoulder, Ligia?
I've never liked her. Her manner gets under my skin. I've heard she's a dreadful schemer.
Ligia's reaction. Strange. She usually refrains from gossiping. She's always been the first to condemn such behavior. What she said about Svetlana may have been caused by the salutor's influence on the environment. High society breathes scandal and imbibes gossip from other people's lips, which sits very well with the salutor prowling around. The flaw must belong to someone keen on playing games and plotting, a schemer by nature. Oh god, yeah, well, she probably needs to know this.
Did you know that Papa had an affair with the host of this party?
Are you sure?
Absolutely. As sure as the Thaumaturge can be. I felt what he felt when, well, you know.
Oh, stop! That's disgusting. Quickly, change the subject.
Just thought you should know.
Sofia Skawan, the Governor General's daughter. Do you know her?
No, and I don't suggest you make her acquaintance either. Skawon can't stand thaumaturges.
I've noticed. Governor General Scalan is not very fond of thaumaturges. Why am I not surprised? Another person who sees an obscure threat in us.
Guess who I ran into again? All mysterious and carved up.
Ivan Konieczkin?
What do you know about him?
Not much. He was an acquaintance of Papa's. Well, in theory, it's thanks to him that we're here.
What? Ligia?
I know that nothing comes for free, but he really didn't want anything.
Yeah, he looks like a real altruist.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to end well.
You enjoying yourself in this viper's den?
The vodka is quite tolerable. I'm observing my own brother taking out his anger on ordinary mortals.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Because I heard a certain conflict took place in the forecourt.
Hey, they started it. I was just defending your honor.
Again?
That's what brothers do.
I'm going.
Alright, well that was good. And she liked the fact that we defended her in public, which is definitely something I think Wiktor would do. Finds Svetlana in her apartment. Is there anything else over here that we need to be looking at? Nope. She may be who we're looking for who has the flaw. The lovely balcony view.
I was looking for you.
Do you smoke, Mr. Shulsky?
I've quit.
In light of our approaching conversation, why don't we dispense with the pleasantries? Call me Svetlana.
Wiktor.
Ask.
Yeah, let's just get right to the point.
You two had an affair.
Two grown-up, lonely people found momentary comfort in each other's arms. But romance wasn't behind that relationship. It was just that we were both looking in the same direction.
I didn't have the chance to get to know him as a person, much less one who'd show such emotion.
You mean love? That?
Was it love?
I miss him. That's all.
What do you mean by looking in the same direction?
Spill it. Weird.
The burned note. Who sent it? I only sensed underhanded kindness.
Da, the Ochrana. I don't know which one of them exactly, if that's what you're asking. I've worked hard at it.
Oh, there we go. It was doing a weird thing where it was like lagging out when I was trying to get a question answered.
The Ochrana?
It stands for Отделение по охранению общественной безопасности и порядка. In
Gesundheit.
other words, the secret police.
I know what they are. I'd like to know what they want.
Knowledge. The Tsar's eyes and ears must be on guard. They infiltrate not only the city, but most importantly, the court. And me and my soirees too, I'm sure.
When did you receive this note?
A few weeks ago, back before your father.
I see. That large travel chest. You changed your mind.
About whether or not to pack. Right then, I wanted to escape badly, but that would have had its own consequences. In this game of false appearances, I'm the best.
I still don't know how this lovely note ended up in your hands. But in addition, I found a lovely strings of pearls, and on it, your feelings of guilt.
Your power is terrifying. Do you know that?
That would be someone who prides themselves on different appearances and secrets, and you just have one guy kind of disheveled just show up going, oh, hey, what's this, and this about?
Tsarina Alexandra gave you those pearls. You two are close.
I am her confidant. I could call her my friend. I see how much she devotes to her family and the nation.
Yet something has changed. Your feelings of guilt. Do they have something to do with Tsarina Alexandra?
With the whole empire. Ruski mir im podawaj. We, the establishment, perceive the need for change. We want reform. The Colossus is already teetering, but if it falls... La guillotine, mon chéri. But I want to live, Wiktor. Ideally, closer to the west.
While she was talking, I was hearing the Soviet theme from Command and Conquer, like lightly playing in the background.
Where was my father in all this?
Willingly or otherwise, he was part of the establishment that wanted change and could see revolution before it arrived.
The Ochrana knew about you, hence the note.
They must have noticed something. Isn't it time you told me why you really came to my soirée?
Ooh.
Do you think the Ochrana killed my father?
Your father was crushed by a building. I don't think that's how the Ochrana works.
That's what they want you to think.
Perhaps you're right. What do you intend to do now?
Nothing. The soirées will continue. Society has come to expect it. Everything will stay the same. I myself shall manage.
I hoped you might know something about the Black Grimoire. My father left it to me in his will, but the grimoire has gone missing.
No. And the collapsed building? Have you been there?
There's nothing there.
My dear boy, I know nothing about Stanisław's book. I'm sorry, but I can't help you there. But I will not let you leave empty-handed. I strongly believe that there's one place you ought to visit. What you find there belongs to you.
Thank you.
No, thank you for listening.
Where are your thoughts going to lead us? Maybe this is what she's referring to. Something that's ours. Alright. Letters. Father's letters to Svetlana were very tender and romantic. I would not have expected this from him. If these letters had fallen into the wrong hands, they could have done a lot of damage to the lovers. Ooh. Yep, that would have been some damning evidence. Is it time? Hiss! You're never around when I need you! Coming. Coming.
Valis.
Let's see the rest of you.
Way.
Splendid ladies, distinguished gentlemen, the hour is at hand. With lights dimmed and the curtains drawn, the souls of the dead slowly gather among us. On their command, I will give the chosen among you a tarot card as your invitation to the table.
For you, sir?
Well, thank you, buddy. Tarot card number 0, the Fool. The card almost burns with the emotions left on it. The Thaumaturge must have put all the hostility she could summon into the card. Hostility toward me. Maybe I'll join the seance soon, if only out of spite.
Fool. Our dear madame is fooling around and thinks you can scare me off. I'm done wasting time on this.
Let us gather in secret ritual. Let's not keep the souls waiting too long. Let us also make every effort together not to spoil their visit.
Hint, hint. In the dark, Madame Samira asks to cover the windows and dim the lights. The seance requires a certain aura, so the apartment must be kept in darkness until it's over. Ooh, more things to observe. Crystal mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Arranging an unruly strand of hair, she was thinking of Teofil Skalski, madly in love with her, willing to do anything for her. So she gave him an impossible task. Trying to comply, he set off for Africa and died tragically, squandering his family's fortune. Joy drifts over the mirror's surface. Her heart throbs when everyone is looking, when her name echoes everywhere. Sophia. So what if some lose their heads for her? Literally. It only makes for better stories. Not ideal. Speak of the devil. More things. Chair. The wooden armrests looked battered. A frustrating thought penetrated Sergei's mind as he sat in a chair, watching Sophia from afar. Why did Sophia suddenly start ignoring him? He would do anything for her if she asked. The problem is that Sophia won't speak at all. She takes no notice of him anymore. You may have dodged a bullet there, Wiktor. Ashtray of cigarette butts. The smoking was accompanied by a joyful conversation. Sophia's friends were happy she came with them despite her father's ban. They liked to watch her clever intrigues that provide them with topics for gossip. These cigarette butts have women's lip marks on them. If only their father saw what they were doing. Sophia spreads her wings when she's out of her father's sight. Watching her scheming is sheer pleasure. Alright, what else do we have? Anything else in here? Nope. Oh. Residual particles. Doesn't seem to be anything else that I can see. Let's talk to Sophia.
Mr. Shulsky, may I have a word?
How can I help?
My friends and I are just playing Truth Order, and now it's my turn. Won't you dazzle me with your powers?
Yeah, but
Your father would not be thrilled about you playing games with the Thaumaturge.
Maybe that's precisely the point. To keep violating his wishes?
First, please tell me the rules of this game.
Of course, I'm being silly. After all, you've been away a long time. It's simple. Each player in turn must admit a truth or accept a dare. Anyone who doesn't must drop out of the game and thereby loses. And I don't like to lose.
We've noticed.
I would guess that to you, a dare would be the lesser of two evils.
How very perceptive. It involves finding out my comrades' secrets. Irina, Maxim, or Sergei. The trick is that you're cleverer at it than I am.
Ooh.
Your companions don't have anything against a little ruse like this?
It's not deception, it's resourcefulness. In theory, there's no rule against asking for help. Please don't make me beg, Mr. Shulsky.
Let me see what I can find. Will any secret do?
Any. I'll wait anxiously for your return.
Is that why we were examining everything before?
I'll take a look around.
Yeah. At Sophia's request, I agreed to play Truth or Dare to help her complete her task. So, there's more things to look at. Empty glass. Numerous empty glasses indicate someone here is a fast drinker. Sip by sip, sip by sip. Maxim swigs alcohol as he watches the surroundings, focusing mainly on the ladies and longing for companionship. Irina is looking pretty today. Maxim is lonely, as we all are from time to time. He tries to drown his feelings in alcohol, but the effect is the opposite of his intentions. His attention is drawn by Sophia's friend, Irina. Decorative vase. It stands on the piano, but there are no flowers in it. The vase reflects the strong emotions bubbling up in Sergei. Jealousy mixed with fear. Jealousy directed at me as he considers me his rival. Fear that Sophia will ignore him when I'm around. The admirer's secrets. Sergei can't stop thinking about Sophia. He cares about her so much he's willing to do anything for her. He can't understand why Sophia doesn't reciprocate his feelings, which frustrates him. He considers me a rival admirer. Ooh. Plucked leaves. Someone has nervously plucked palm leaves. Irina wound leaves around her finger with abandon and plucked them discreetly, immersed in thought. Sophia charade and Maxim. She might walk up to him, but no, she won't. Hesitant, she eventually failed to make a move. Hesitancy prevents Irina from making a decision. She feels torn. She would like to indulge herself and spend some time with Maxim, but she cannot make a move. Thus, she's in limbo, going over all the possible scenarios in her head. This could have all kinds of consequences. A decorative sofa. She sat on the sofa, watching the crowd. Usually flirtatious and playful, she felt an overwhelming emptiness at that moment, which was something new for her. A feeling of loneliness, a need to belong. It only lasted a moment. Then she grinned and continued the same old charade. Okay. Anything else here? Don't know if there's any other info we can get from Sister Dearest. Let's see.
Did I see that you've met this Madame person?
I'm going.
And goodbye. Can we talk to any of Sophia's companions? Is that possible? Anyone down here? Guess this bathrooms for the entire party. Check the balcony once. Just to see if there was any residue. No. Let me take one more look around, just to be safe. Well, I don't think there's anything else, so let's talk to Sophia. That might be good for intel.
You're impatient. What have you found out?
Share Arena's secret, Maxim's secret, Sergei's secret. Give Sophia her fan back.
En parlant de secrets, I found your fan.
Oh, and I was just thinking that I hadn't remembered where I'd left it.
Very interesting. The fan revealed to me that you dropped it on purpose.
Oh, you've got me. I was hoping the right person would find it. And here we are. It worked.
Oh, I was wondering where you'd gone off to.
You know Sergei, don't you?
We're already acquainted.
Oh, yes.
Mr. Shulsky and I have completed my extra difficult dirt together.
At your service.
Now time for truth. Are you seeing anyone?
Oh, it's Sophia. Sophia seems to be toying with me. She keeps boldly asking about my private matters, looking for strength in her impertinence. I wonder if she's toying with Wiktor Shulsky, the person or the Thaumaturge. Sophia Skallen. The scheming of Skallen's daughter has made her the elite's favorite. Her plots provide distraction and make up the content of keenly spread gossip. At the moment, I am the object of her games. She's teasing me despite her father, who hates thaumaturges. Or is it just a charade to mask her loneliness? Say my heart is already taken? Let's avoid answering.
Maybe we should not reveal all our secrets to one another right away.
Mr. Shulsky, our time is up. Sophia and I must leave for the seance. Madame is waiting.
Thank you once more.
See you. Therefore, Velis chased Sophia Skallen and her flaw here. She seemed like such an innocent girl, didn't she?
At the start, yeah.
Unless you count sending her admirer on a deadly trip to Africa. It's no coincidence she focused on me. After all, old Skallen hates thaumaturges. The little scamp. If I want to discern that little schemer's flaw, I'll have to join that sepulchral table. Either her scheming or her jealous knight in shining armor will help me identify her flaw. I hope her father doesn't find out.
That would be a bit of a problem. Sophia Skallen's flaw. After the game of Truth or Dare, something flickered around Sophia. A flaw induced by scheming. It fits. After all, Sophia has a fondness for high society and playing games. Velis, the insider, is lured by the flaw of the schemer Sophia Skallen. In order to capture him, I'll have to play by the rules here, which means exposing Sophia to some stirring experience. I sense that a scandal is inevitable. Oh, our sister's going to absolutely love that. Take part in the seance. Great. Samira, do you have anything to say before we completely ruin your day?
Shulsky, don't play with me.
I'll disappear. For now.
Don't hurry back.
Oh, shit. We're about to make a lifelong rival enemy. But I guess we'll have to do that in the next episode, guys. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.